Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. The Knicks here to defend home court, playing host to the Western Conference. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off 31 points last game. Screen by Hartenstein. Williams for three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
It's Hart on the wing. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Knicks off to a quick start here. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 9. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The Knicks leading by 7. Brunson goes in. The 10-footer. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Outside, Towns. Anunoby has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Holmgren the screen to the left side wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Brunson, no good. Thunder trailing by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Bridges with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Towns the screen. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And Williams throws it down.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Brunson. Wiggins with the block. To the inside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Screen by Wiggins. Outside Williams. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So both teams making some changes here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Brunson. To the paint. One-on-one here. It's Hart on the wing. His last outing, he had 8 points. Caruso with the steal. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, this is about knowing where to be in these situations, and Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Robinson left side. Bridges outside. Outside for Robinson. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. It's up a three. New York, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brunson draws the double. Hart wide open. He fires. And the Knicks miss again. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Hart.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
.131 left to play here in the half. Here's Achua. Can't cash in from close range. Thunder trailing by 4. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Brunson surveying the D. And the dunk by Towns.
That is Jalen Brunson showing you how to operate as the ball handler in pick and roll. What a pretty assist.
Holmgren can't hit. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Let's it go from 14. Williams' shot is off.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Towns throws it down.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl-Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
On the wing, Anunoby. Now here's Hart. 4 seconds left. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line, 2 shots.
And Hart drops them both. Stolen by Anunoby. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Personal foul. 13 foul. Into the lineup for the Thunder, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 16.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Pass to Holmgren. From outside, off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Thunder trailing by 19. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. He has yet to score. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren over Robinson. Holmgren can't hit.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Outside Robinson. There's a screen. Inside. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the corner 3. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. No good there. Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks leading by 21. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Williams. And the shot is long. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
First personal foul. First team foul. Karl-Anthony Towns.
And the free throw, no good.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run. McBride with the ball. Pass to Towns. Over Williams. Towns, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And stolen by Anunoby. Outside, Towns. And taken away by Wallace. The 19-foot shot hits the front of the rim and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in their rebounding numbers as well. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Caruso. Offline with his 3.
Oh, it was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
offensive rebound. He goes up again. Can't get the layup. And so here is Oklahoma City. Back to Williams. The three. Caruso, no good. Here's Towns. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
With 1 on the clock, and he sinks the layup. Towns has got 12 points in just the second half. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. His stat line has been terrific as the quarter ends.
The Knicks, 47. The Thunder.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Brunson. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hart, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
It's Dort on the wing. Money from the wing. Dort got his first bucket of the night.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Brunson outside. Holmgren with the block.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And he makes that one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Brunson outside. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Bridges with the steal. Back to Brunson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
New York, no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 19. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Caruso, no good. New York leading by 17. It's stolen by Dort. Stolen by Brunson. And they recover it. Shamet. And he goes in for the dunk.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. .149 left in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Holmgren can't hit. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl-Anthony Towns.